also, the other big story here on the Today Show panel is what's happened to Sarah. She was due in some hours ago now. Nobody's seen her, but hopefully we'll get an update. Sarah! On that very soon. Renee, have you seen her? Good answer. Yeah. Good answer. It's the sister solidarity.
That's right, that's right.
All right, now to a very important part of the show, folks. If you're just tuning in, this is significant. Special investigation.
We're waiting, Karl.
Well, we sent a current affair reporter, Steve Marshall, on a special assignment this morning to uncover what really happened this morning on the Today Show and why presenter Sarah Arbo couldn't be bothered joining the show for the first 45 minutes. Here he is.
Righto, here she is. This is outrageous behaviour from Sarah Arbo. Now, absolutely outrageous. Sarah Arbo, Steve Marshall from A Current Affair. What have you got to say for yourself?
I think I've got something to read, you guys.
You certainly do. What have you got to say to your viewers? Is it true you're at the Coogee Bay Hotel last night? This isn't 60 Minutes now, Sarah. You haven't got a butler to wake you up in the morning.
You can really run, Steve.
Have you got one of these? It's called a phone. It has an alarm.
You know what?
Sarah.
I said 3 alarms, Steve.
Sarah,
You're holding
excuse
me up, mate.
Sarah, how do you sleep at night? Oh, actually, pretty well. by the
Really well
looks.
last night.
Steve Marshall. Oh, you're holler for a Marshall on A Current Affair. He got you, Jan, you. Yeah.
Well
Good
done.
to Logie for that investigation.
That's not easy. Yeah. Anything you'd like to say?
No, Karl. No, I just, you know, I set the alarms. I had a headache. Is that good? Well, the truth is, I just didn't want. You know, I wanted to separate myself from you an extra half an hour. And it wasn't 45 minutes, that's defamation. It was half an hour.
It was an hour and a half.
It was half an hour.
It was an hour and a half. Brilliant stuff.
Thanks for the stitch-up, Karl, but I have to say, you don't exactly go so easy, because I think there wouldn't have been a viewer out there who missed Karl's cutting of that cake. Did you see how awkward that was? It kind of reminded me of a clip of Kendall Jenner trying to cut a cake. So this is Karl cutting the cake earlier. Like, yeah, what is that, Renee? I agree.
That's called doing something to the camera, which you wouldn't know about because you weren't here.
No, I was here for that. But this is Kendall doing a similarly awkward slice of a cucumber.
That makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Is that?
Yeah, there's something.
What is she doing?
What is happening here?
But look at that!
What is happening here?
Anyway.
It's actually pretty
I think Karl takes the cake.
She's awake now.
The Today Show, live, weekdays from 5:30. Join me tomorrow morning.
Set your alarms.
It's over to David and Sylvia Today Extra. Watch out for that Stevie Marshall too. What a legend.
I mean, with such a supportive team around you, Sarah, why would you want to turn up on time?
Yeah, I should be working with you, Sylvia.
That's right. You're welcome here anytime. We start at the very friendly time of 9:11.
Shout out to Stevie Marshall, though. That was very
good.
Very
That's
funny.
why he sends people running everywhere he goes.
Okay, I love this the other day. I saw an article about this, the most obscure items you can claim.
Yes.
Talk to me.
I know, this has come from H&R Block and they do a good job about the obscure ones. So do not think everyone can claim
What's
this.
an adult toy?
Tools of trade, Karl.
Obviously,
So
Karl.
it depends on the industry you're in. Not for personal use, they're tools of trade for business use. That's all I'm going to say
My
on that one.
mum's going to be raking it.
What does that mean? I'm so confused. This is about tax, Karl. He's always finding a way to just...
Oh, I hope his mum wasn't watching. She is.
Nah, she watches the ABC. Who cares?
The what?
Exactly.
Mrs. Stefanovic, you can claim that as a tax deduction.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you so much. Effie.
Brand new hour.
She's here with all the tips.
What have you enjoyed doing most while being back at home?
Just actually being in my kitchen, being in my house, cleaning. I find it really therapeutic. I love cooking, so I love just being home.
Okay, and when you say cleaning, like clean everything, like toilets?
Yeah, I don't know. I find it therapeutic. It's like when I was on the road for so long, you get into a habit where there's housekeeping and it's just I love cleaning, and I'm a clean person, so I like it clean in the right way, and I'm like I clean and I know it's clean.
The third big revelation is that I thought everywhere and for every day she was going to be a golf professional.
Yeah.
And so she's denied that.
It's just a hobby.
So she can do it because she's fallen in love with her latest thing, and that's she finds cleaning the house therapeutic, which is something that Sarah you do as well.
Carlos.
The women of Australia.
Do not go there, my friend.
Do you find cleaning therapeutic, Alex?
Oh, sometimes I do actually.
Do you know what I do?
I
like the ironing is therapeutic. I find ironing very, and I like to sew and.
Wow, see, you do.
But I'll leave the vacuuming and the other bits and pieces to the hubby or something.
Oh, I love vacuuming.
Yeah.
I do suck.
Oh, I hate vacuuming. It's not fun.
What,
Carl,
vacuuming?
What are yours? You haven't.
But I try.
No, you
I
enjoy
try.
cleaning.
Just his dad gag. Come on. Can't let that go. He sucked.
But I try.
Yeah.
I try.
No, you suck well.
On that note,
All right, coming up on today.
Six-time Wimbledon champion Novak Djokovic is through to the semi-finals, surviving his toughest task of the championships so far. Djokovic dropped the first 2 sets to 20-year-old Italian Yannick Sinner and returned from a bathroom break. Looking like a different player. Wonder what happened in there. Steamrolling the 10th seed to book a place in the Final Four.
Sometimes, you know, these things are necessary, you know, a little break and a little pep talk and try to recuperate and I guess regather the thoughts and reassemble everything that you have.
What did he reassemble?
Drop the kids off the pool.
After dropping the kids. Oh, what's up?
Reassembling, that's
Are you saying number?
disassembling.
Oh, okay. I was thinking number
so.
one.
It sounds more complicated than a number one.
You would know about that.
Depends how long he was in there, I suppose. What have you been eating the night before?
Well, David, you are familiar with setting the dance floor alight.
Fire, baby.
But it looks like this wedding guest may have taken the sentiment a little too literally.
It's the recovery dance. So he pushed the fire off the barrel, stomped it out with his foot, and it just kept going to right, said Fred, I'm too sexy, because he's just got the groove on. And I just, honestly, he takes the cake.
This is when he puts his arms through the fire. So he's that drunk, he thinks he can beat the fire.
But he does. That's how good, look how unimpressed she is. That's obviously the wife or partner, and she really throws some cold water on those flames later on. He ain't getting lucky that night.
All I see is my 1-year-old dancing as well. Those moves are very similar.
And it was a family affair at Wimbledon this morning, for the Duchess of Cambridge filmed blowing a kiss to Prince Harry. What? No, I'm kidding. Hey!
It really had you.
Yeah, it was to her parents.
Oh, that's dull.
That's so dull, isn't it? Anyway, Kate was joined by her husband as she took her seat in the royal box on Santa Court.
When do you stop blowing kisses to your husband and wife? What year does that happen?
It never happens. The
Never.
romance is always there.
That's what I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how do you know it wasn't to Will?
Well, he was sitting right next to it, Carl. And I...
You could have just leant over and planted one
exactly,
right on the cheek.
Right on the lips.
I reckon.
Oh, the lips.
Why not?
They should
It's a
do
public
that.
display of affection.
Yeah. G'day, it's Ali.
And Karl.
Thanks for watching the Today YouTube channel.
Subscribe now for brand new videos every day and exclusive bonus clips.
Ali, say please.
Please? Why?
Please. I don't know.